cool when you see bullet fragments in a thermal. Now here's the thing, guys, we've done some thermals before, but this one is brand new, just on the market. It's the Sightmark Wraith thermal. I've been playing with it with about 3 or 4 weeks right now, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. Now I've had their Sightmark Wraith 4K Mini, which is the exact same size as this, but this is one of the smallest thermals that I've been able to test. Now we'll put it side by side a Pulsar later, which is kind of cheating because the Pulsar is easily 3 times the price, but the Sightmark Wraith is supposed to retail under $2,000. You'll see as we shoot some steel and all down there, you can see pretty well with it. It is a 384 by 288 sensor, and it comes with onboard recording, so we can just push the button, have audio and video recording. You have 5 different zero settings, a multiple palette of reticle colors, and I think it's like 6 or so reticle styles with even mil dot type, so you can actually hold for holdover if you want. And something cool about the 5 zeros that you can program in is that you can also rename them. Okay, even my Pulsar doesn't do that. I have to keep a separate note of, okay, rifle gun 1 is actually this, but we can rename them to the caliber, to the grains that we want. Now it looks a lot bigger once we put the rubber eye cup in there, but you know, that's mainly for at night hunting, so you don't have, you know, your eye lighting up as the screen. But I gotta tell you, so far I've been impressed. Right now I'm on black hot, so I'm recording so I can superimpose it and you can see exactly what I see. Let me see though. I think it's when I hold the front button. Nope, that's zoom. Let's talk about zoom then. So now we're on 6x. You can see in the bottom left corner, what is that? 8x, and then 10x, and then 12x, 14x, 16x. And the target I'm looking at right now is at 100 yards. So we have, let me make sure I'm in focus though. Yep, that's about it. So it does pixelate because we are not, you know, optical zooming. This is only a digital zoom, but that does help, especially when you're firing and shooting. Now those targets out there, about 15 minutes ago, we just hit them with a propane torch, and that's why you can see them so well. So now we're in rainbow mode, so we can see cold is green, hot is white, warm is red. Let's hit it again. There's just green. Kind of looks like night vision. It's not, buddy. All right, then let's go to whatever this reddish pink purple is. That's one thing. And now we have white hot. One thing I noticed about white hot though, if you're looking at faces, and well, don't freak out when you see people in the optic, because it's just the optic. We took it off the gun for that B-roll. But when we had it on white, you could really see details in faces with the white hot better. I like black hot most of the time because the overall display, I change the contrast, change the brightness, so it doesn't mar my night vision so much and blind you. Because that's something you'll notice is you're out there scouting around with an optic, and then you take it down and you're like, I can't see jack now when it's dark. But we'll just engage some targets out to 100 yards, starting at 10 right there. All right, no big deal. Let's see, that tree there with that one is about 40 yards. Cool. Hit the little plate. All right, now that's 75. All right, now we're going for 100. Oh, let's zoom in. There we go. That was cool. I could actually see my splash when I missed hit low right. This is like a $6,000 unit, and then we have the Sightmark next to it. So now I did this because, one, I need side-by-side stuff because I'm used to it adapting to just what I have and making it work. But when I put something side-by-side like this, I, as well as you, will be able to see everything that's the same. So when I'm looking at that plate rack on the side, I can see it with my trail a lot clearer than the Wraith. However, when I look down range and where the targets are still a little warm, they almost look clearer in the screen of the Wraith, but the trail picks up more, not ambient, but background detail. So you can see more detail in the trees. But when you put them side by side, you can kind of still just tell what everything is. and it's just as usable with the Wraith. Now here's something I'll tell you. This is a hunting hack that I've used for years now. Is even if I'm not hunting with a thermal, I bring it with me in my range bag, even if it's not on the rifle, because I will look through the trees. You will be able to see deer, detect deer coming in 5 minutes prior. I would not say the Wraith thermal is battle ready though, because this battery cap just opens by tapping it on this side lever. Yeah, that's a little bit of a, if I was hunting and had this banging around on me like I usually do, walking around with it on a sling, probably need to tape this up so that doesn't happen. And while we're on the subject of batteries, the box says that it'll last 3.5 to 4 hours, I believe, and that's on 2 lithium 123s. Big tree right there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. Sweet. So a 9mm bullet leaves a lot of heat when it hits. That's pretty cool. The coolest thing we've done with this so far is shot mice with the 22. So 175 yards out there, we have a LaRue sniper target that we did our propane heat to. Now this is 9mm, 147 grain. It's going to drop like the Dickens. It is not zero. This, I just being lazy. The zero still matches the 22, so it's like several feet off. With a slower 9mm round though, we might be able to see it in flight, and like you would see a trace mirage, we will have a thermal, a bullet trace. Hit something. There it is. It's like, that looked good. I think it may be dropping even more than I think. There we go. Okay, I couldn't have done it without the trace though. It's like artillery, because you can see how high that bullet is and what it's still dropping into to reach that target. Gosh, it dropped so much. So cool. My dog has been sitting there a while. I'm gonna make him come down, and then we're gonna see if we can see his butt print where he's been. Come here. Good boy. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see where he was sitting very well. So that's that heat transfer just onto wood. All right, guys, that is all I have for you today on the Sightmark Wraith Thermal. All in all, I've been impressed. I have. I was skeptical because, you know, sometimes Sightmark seems on the lower end, but they've really jumped up their game lately, and this is cool. I mean, the only thing I had is the complaint was that battery compartment. Everything else has worked great. The mount is not wonderful, but it's worked because we throw it on our 22 and stuff all the time, and it's returned to zero just fine. Haven't had to tweak it. So this is kind of the day you've been waiting for of the more affordable thermal that you can just take out and not have to take a mortgage, I guess. So I guess that's all for today. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Did you see that? I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh, perfect! Yeah!